Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, it was once said it would be better for you to have a millstone, a large millstone. And from what I know, the large ones are like the ones they hung around fucking donkeys' necks. A large millstone hung about your neck and tossed into the fucking sea. Okay? Than to harm one of the little ones. And that's what they mean. That is what they're referencing. Because they were already doing these sick fucking. They had long been doing these sick fucking defilement rituals and raping children by the time Jesus showed up. Holy shit. Right? That's what Jesus said. Okay? It's in the book of Matthew and it's in the book of Luke. So, presumably, two different authors, written probably at different time periods, probably didn't even fucking know one another. We're presuming it's, Matthew, the one that was a money changer, packed up, and Luke, the surgeon. That's what we're assuming, But still, it's in both of them, right? And what did Gypsy Rose Blanchard do? She sat there and told us that she's going to offer up, she has a daughter, whoever the husband is, she's offering it up to them straight up, okay? Straight up. She said that. And here's where I want to focus, though, right now, is I'm really not even talking about that dirty bitch right now. I want to talk about Bree and Sheena and any of the rest of them that are getting on there and trying to defend this shit. Okay? Just remember, okay, they're saying that Jesus spoke that shit, and two different authors said it. So I'm pretty sure he said it. And he was speaking for our Father when he did. Okay? So just know, big fucking Sheena and the Bree and whoever else, that you're trying to twist this and you're trying to say things like, no. She was saying what Nick said she had to say. She was saying that because Nick said that that's how it's got to be. And she was reiterating what she would have to tell her daughter because Nick had twisted her, Nick had made her do this, Nick had made her say this instead. No. Bullshit. No. She's a nasty motherfucker, and that she meant what she said. And this was only 10 years ago, and I said in my very last video, go look, people do not change. She didn't even have therapy. She hasn't had anything. She hasn't even been remorseful about it. She doubles down and she's indignant about it. She's still saying her mother abused her, and pretty much the bitch deserved it. But she's not even accepting response. I couldn't do the kill, referencing her mother. Not an elk or something. The kill. I couldn't do the kill. Okay? She didn't change over 10 years. Bullshit. And something else I'd like to point out. Another little time. So, wait. First, though, I want to address that. Sheena, Big Sheena and Bree, that's right. You're going to have to answer this shit for one day. This isn't cute. How you're sitting on here and you see these videos and you're not dumb. Neither of you are fucking dumb. All right? And you see these videos and you know what this is, man. You know exactly what this is. And you are defending her and you're lying and you're twisting them and trying to manipulate people and it's working on people too. Some people, it is. And you're doing this just to cover her for money or whatever it is you got going on. Whatever the deal is. Whatever your motive is behind it, why you guys are so vehemently protect and are quick to lie and manipulate and change everything up to protect this evil bitch. I know what it's about. I know Bree's a paid handler. And I know that Big Sheena, well, we know what time it is with that. But I can't say that, I can't say what it is, because if I decide to put it on TikTok, they'll take it down. But you guys know. You know what Sheena's sniffing around for. But just know you're going to have to answer for that. Because what you're doing is you're trying to make it okay, and you're trying to, just downplay that this bitch is a fucking chomo from way back. Okay? You birds of a feather flock together. And I have been told by more than one woman that was in prison with her that she hung with the chomos. Now, I didn't even know that was a thing in women's prison. I didn't know there was a bunch of women that did that. I mean, I've heard of late of these teachers that are, messing with but they're 14, 15-year-old, boys and shit. That's a little bit different than, with children, little children, you know. But I didn't know it was rampant in women's prison that there was a bunch of women locked up for molesting children. I did not know that. I know it's rampant in men's prison. Everyone knows that. Men's prisons are full of them. I didn't know that. Well, she hung with them. And I've heard that. I've heard that from a long time ago, from more than one person. Okay? This is serious bullshit. And I want to point out why we're talking about it. This bitch did not change. She's and Bree on there and Sheena. All I know is she's not the same person. This is a different person. She's not that person. Bullshit. Damona, Ruby, Bella, all of them. Ain't none of them moved out. Okay? And let me tell you something. Becca Scoops, I just saw some little video she did. And I'm telling you, I said it, look back at my videos. I hate to be like this, but look back at my videos before I went on my little 2-week hiatus. And I said, these videos and FOIAs and shit are about to come out. And 1980, and those ladies at 1980 Millennial Commentates and the Into the Weeds, they're going to get them. And they're going to get out there. And I said this verbatim. I said, and Becca Scoops is going to get a hold of the shit then. And she's going to scrutinize it. And she's going to look through everything. Because she knows every tiny little fucking thing. And every little piece of minutia. And every this and that and everything. She does. And she's going to find these inconsistencies and discrepancies. And she's going to fucking point them out. And true to the word. I just saw her talking about this. Damona was around when Gypsy was 13 or 14 or 15 or some shit. I saw in the video, there's Gypsy in her fucking wig looking crazy talking about when she was 14 or 15 or whatever, the things Damona would do. We don't want to get back to that. That was bad and all this shit. I can't remember what she said exactly, but okay. So Damona's been around since she's been fucking 14 or 15. Well, let's see here. Supposedly she met Nick around what, 19 or 20 or 21 even? Yeah, she was almost 24, guys, when she got arrested. She turns 24 in July. The thing went down at the beginning of June. The motherfucker was 20 or 21 when she met Nick. And Damona was around at least 7 years we know of before that. I thought she was created to be compatible and to deal with fucking Victor and 500-year-old vampires in this shit. Huh? What happened to that? No. She's the one that created all this bullshit and manipulated him into all this. All Nick was doing was go along with it because he loved her and she tricked him and she thought she loved him too. And he was just going along with her stupid shit to appease her and keep her. Just like the text message to Lori. And we know it was referencing the sacrifice, the binding ritual this bitch told him he had to do. You have to do a binding ritual if you want to stay with me. And he said, it's said in the text message to Lori, his ex-girlfriend. You guys, we've all read it. It was only a month and a half before the murder. And what did it say? I can't say on here, but it's what I have to do defies nature. It defies the laws of nature, and it's horrible, and I can't believe it, but I have to do it. If I got to do it to keep her, if I have to do it if I have to do it to have her and keep her, I will. And that's what he's referencing. I don't give a fuck what any of you say or what anyone thinks. That's what he's referencing, the binding ritual, because that's what she tricked him into, so he could be the scapegoat, so she could sacrifice her mother and have all this shit and get her out of the way. So she could have the house and the car she just put a down payment on and every fucking thing else. This is real simple, guys. Okay? Now, one more little bit of evidence to let you know that Damone ain't left town. All right? Damone ain't left town. Why? Because we all know Ash Blonde 6 is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We know that. If you don't believe that, please unsubscribe and go the fuck away and bury your head in the sand somewhere. Okay, that's for real. If you do not accept and believe that Ash Blonde 6, not, oh, I think it might be Brie. I love you guys, but a lot of you are, I think that might be Brie. I think that might be Sheena. No, that is Gypsy. Period. She's the only one that would know the type shit she knows. You guys, she's left me 6,000 comments in my videos trying to defend and trying to counter the things I'm saying in the video. 5 or 6 comments. Who would do that but her? Come on, it's her. And it's the same shit. And it's shit only she would fucking know. Ash Blonde 6 is 100% Gypsy. And listen to this threatening comment that she left over, I believe this was one of Toddy One Skip's videos. And it was to I think it was replied to a girl named Lisa Lucas, I think, who I know gets in Gypsy's ass. I've seen that before. I know this Lisa Lucas something or other, and I've seen her, and I know she gets right in her fucking ass too, and I love it. But anyway, this is what Ash Blonde 6 said to her, guys. The one that I've told you is a Luciferian and a fucking chomo, and is willing to offer up her 13-year-old daughter, whoever she has one with, when she has one, if she ever does. But like I said, I believe the good Lord above slapped that motherfucker with that microdeletion so she'll never reproduce. But here's the threatening comment that someone screenshotted and sent this motherfucker to me, actually, because it wasn't on one of my videos this time. It was on a Toddy One Skip one. But anyway, I did make a video about it. I have it actually posted on TikTok here. Well, this will be TikTok and YouTube, this video. But on TikTok, I have a video where it shows the actual, so you guys can go see the actual, because I'm going to read it to you here. Here's what she said. This is what she said. After I've told you guys she is a Luciferian and a fucking all this shit that I've told you this bitch is, and I've been telling you since fucking April. This is what she says to Lisa Lucas. And it's Ash Blonde 6. It's 100% Gypsy. Who is that you think you're talking to? Have you never heard? Don't mess with anyone on the internet you don't know. You all need to learn that. I could be a demon, a famous Luciferian. There it is. I could be the darkest, blackest witch, or undercover, or an angel, or a goddess, CIA, or the worst nightmare you can imagine. So it's funny you come at someone that you don't know. Okay, that is a psychopath statement. That is a threatening, crazy, that's a statement from a crazy person talking about a Luciferian. That's what she is. When they tell you what they are, man, listen to the motherfuckers, man. All right? But I just want you to know, Brie, Big fucking Sheena, and the rest of you that are doing this and trying to make excuses for her and run interference for her when she's offering up her 13-year-old child, which is, and I don't care what you were. That was not role playing. That was some sick shit she was doing, and she fucking meant it. And I rebuke you two bitches and any rest of you in the name of Jesus, man. I rebuke you motherfuckers, and I'll see you all in the next video.